night, good night. It is Tuesday, the 20th of February 2024. Welcome to Let's Connect on 88.5 Sufre FM. It has been a very long day today, and I know it's still going on for some persons. I was just following the vigil that is taking place in celebration of Innocent AMAB at the Sufre bus terminal. It's been carried live on Liberty TV. So for those of you who were following and have taken the time to come out to join me here on Let's Connect, I do appreciate that and I thank you for that. I want to shout out anybody who is tuned in on our 88.5 platform. If you're on our YouTube platform, good night to you. And those of you on our Facebook Live, if you're on our live chat, I would appreciate if you would say hello so that we can say hello back. I would love for this program to be as interactive as possible. And especially when I have no guest and I'm alone in studio, it's wonderful to be able to interact with our public. And also remember, your interactions help you to get a chance to get a $50 voucher, grocery voucher, which we have been giving out on every episode of Let's Connect. And tonight is no different. I also want to reach out to our past winners. I still have, I think, about three of you have not collected your voucher as yet, past winners. I'm sure those of you who have collected that you're very satisfied with your voucher and that you've used it appropriately. And so reaching out to those persons who have not collected, you can reach out to me at 731-3234. That is 731-3234. You can either call or WhatsApp so that you can arrange collection for your voucher. And tonight we shall be giving out a voucher, but we also be giving out valuable information. And we want to shout out all the various communities first off. That's how we always start off our Let's Connect programs, by saying good night to all the wonderful communities within Sufre and environs, as we like to say. We want to start off with Etangs tonight. We want to say good night to Etangs. If you're in Belfort, good night to you. Good night to you guys at Fonge Libre. Hope that your night is not too cold. It must be a bit chilly up there. If you are in Chateau Bel Air, you must be cold. I was at Chateau Bel Air for New Year's and it was quite chilly. We want to say good night to Chateau Bel Air. We want to say good night to Montlacroix. So you guys out on the outskirts, especially Fort Saint Jacques. If you're in Fort Saint Jacques tonight, good night to you. I want to say good night to those of you in Espérance, Mini, Mocha, Belvedere, St. Philip. If I miss any areas, please feel free to let me know on our chat. We would love to shout you out. I want to say good night to all the folks down in Diamond. Good night to you. Good night to all of the community of Zeno tonight. Give a big shout out to Nadira. Nadira Hippolyte celebrated her birthday on the 17th of February. Happy birthday once again to you, Nadira Hippolyte in Zeno. We want to say shout out to those of you in Crestland. Crestland, good night. Hope all is well with you guys in Toai, in Having Clare as well. We want to say good night to the folks in New Development, those of you at Palnis and Fort Beignet as well. Good night. We are celebrating independence this week and you guys are all in the focal point area. So you're seeing everything that's happening. Good night to you. We want to say good night to you if you live in the town of Soufrière, if you're at Boulevard Street, if you're at Wingsville, if you are in the town center, good night to you. If you live at Church Street, special good night to you, Church Street. I see we have our flags up on the poles. Wonderful, wonderful. Good night. If you live at Sulphur Springs, good night. If you're at Margaret Tooth, good night. Lenny's Hill, good night. And special good night to Barron's Drive. Hope that all is well, weather is well, everybody's belly is full, and in the safety of their home. Or possibly, like I said, you might be out celebrating the life of Mr. Innocent Imab tonight. And also gentle reminder that his funeral service will be at the Sufra Mini Stadium on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 24th at 2 p.m. So we want to say good night once again to all our listeners. Good night to you, Sandy, and good night, Dana Prevo. Thanks for joining us on Let's Connect. Good night to you, Miss Philomena Lamontine, and special shout out to Bouton. Thank you so very much for joining us and always keeping it locked on 88.5 Super FM for the Let's Connect program. We want to give a special shout out to Miss Fancy Bowens, who is always always been with us from day one all the way in St. Vincent. Hope that all is well with you. We want to give advanced birthday greetings to Mr. Charles Snack of Upper Church Street, who is celebrating tomorrow. And we also want to say happy birthday in advance to Miss Teresa Puppy, who is sharing the Independence anniversary on Thursday. So, birthday greetings to you too. Hope that you have a wonderful birthday and that the month of February has been wonderful to you. We want to give a couple of death announcements. It is unfortunate, but we must announce the death of Miss Volina, who's passed away on Valentine's Day, the February the 14th. Also, we have Mr. Leslie Charles, who is the brother of Ember Charles and a member of the cultural fraternity, very similar to Mr. Amab, who has also passed away. Once again, reminder that Mr. Amab's funeral will be on Saturday, the 24th of February at 2 p.m. at the Sufra Mini Stadium. Also, those of you at the vigil, I do hope that you have been able to connect in a very special way with the memory of Mr. Amap. All right, so wonderful things have been happening in Sufra. This whole month has been a wonderful month. For those of you who celebrated Valentine's Day on the 14th, it only got better from there. This past Sunday, we were pleased to have the official launch of Sufre Jazz Festival. If you want a suffrage ticket for Sufre Jazz, say so in the ticket in the chat right now, and you might just get it. If you want a ticket to Sufre Jazz, if you want to go to Sufre Jazz, let me know right now, and I just might be able to make that happen for you. I'm not gonna say if that's true or not, but let's see who's listening. All right, so Sufre Jazz will be taking place on the weekend of May 5th in Sufre at the Sufre Mini Stadium. And the lineup was announced at a wonderful launch which took place at Stonefield on this past Sunday. And that would include artists such as, or maybe I should make that a question for tonight. Should I see who's been paying attention to the wonderful happenings within Sufre? Do you know what the lineup is? Can somebody tell me what the ultimate experience lineup Sufre Jazz 2024? Sufre Jazz is back on Sunday, May 5th, 2024. And it's featuring a wonderful, wonderful star-filled lineup, regional and locally acclaimed musicians from various genres. And we're going to have a lot of our local acts as well. And it starts at 3 p.m. So if you need to book your rooms for the weekend, I suggest you start doing so now because that's going to fill up, because we have such acts as Taurus Riley, Nyla Blackman, Skinny Fabulous, Teddyson John, Ricky T, Rob Z, that's Rob Z Taylor, I love him. DYP, always a wonderful, wonderful time to be with DYP. Our very own Donaton, coming right here in Sufre Palmis. And also Future Lights and Selwina. I'm definitely looking forward to being able to hear the sweet, sweet tones of Future Lights and Selwina once again. So we do look forward to the Sufre Jazz Ultimate Experience, which is taking place once again Sunday, May 5th, 2024. So we do hope that everyone is looking forward to coming out for Sufre Jazz. I hope this year, I don't think I'm going to be out of Ireland this year for jazz. I missed jazz last year because I was out of Ireland. So this year for sure, gonna be front and center for our very own Selwina, Donaton, Future Lights, DYP, Rob Z Taylor, Ricky T, Teddyson John, and headliners Taurus Riley, Nyla Blackman, and Skinny Fabulous. So hopefully we shall get ticket prices coming out as soon as possible so that we can budget, get those outfits on lock. But I know I've already got mine, so I'm coming ready already. I'm just waiting to see how that's gonna take place. Want to say good night to those of you joining us. Good night to you, Aaron. Good night to you, Miss Calixter. And good night to you, Cleanus. Thanks for joining us on 88.5 Super FM for our Let's Connect program. Yes. All right. So, starting off, like I said, we have the ultimate experience in Sufre Jazz 2024 coming May 5th at the Sufre Mini Stadium. Awesome times, awesome vibes. We also want to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming things happening in Soufrière, such as NELU is offering some courses in Soufrière, and we want you all to take advantage of those courses. Registration is open. There are various courses, various prices associated with those courses, but you can pay right here in Soufrière at the post office. So we're going to let you know what some of those courses are, what they cost, and how you can get in contact, and how you can also get the registration form. Okay, so NELU, which stands for National Enrichment and Learning Unit, which is a subunit of the Ministry of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training, will be hosting at the Soufrière Adult Learning Center. And some of the courses available and their prices: you have massage therapy, which is CVQ level 3, which costs $525. Bartending, CVQ level 2, also $525. Customer service, CVQ level 1, $525. Bread, cake, and pastry, which is level 1, five 325 actually, $325 for the bread, cake, and pastry course. The cake making and decorating course, which is CVQ level 2, is $525. Plumbing, CVQ level 1, $325. Wall and floor tiling, CVQ level 2, $325. Masonry, CVQ level 1, $525. These three, the last three, plumbing, wall and floor tiling, and masonry, will be coming in September. So you have a bit of time, if you're interested, to get the funds ready so you can participate in those courses. We also have functional mathematics and English, which is only $90 EC. There is CSEC Mathematics, which is only $200. CSEC English, which is $200. CSEC Office Administration, $200. CSEC Principles of Business, $200. CSEC Human and Social Biology, also $200. And CSEC Social Studies, $200. So, for example, if you're a recent graduate of the Soufrière Comprehensive School or any other secondary school, and you would like to retake some of your exams or retake some of the courses, or maybe you did not have the opportunity to take it while you were at school and you're interested, these courses are available to you. Right? So please note, upon completion of CVQ courses, learners will be assessed and certified, okay, by TVET. So the cost of the assessment and certification is determined by TVET, and it is to be paid by the student. Okay, classes will be held either on Mondays and Wednesdays or Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the class times will be 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. So only a 2-hour course. Registration once again is open right now. Classes start in March, except for plumbing, wall and floor tiling, and masonry, which begins in September. So you can pay at the Accountant General Office or Sub Office, which is our post office, and you can get the registration form from either the Soufrière Center coordinator, who's Mrs. Alte, who can be reached at 285-5702, or you can get a copy from us at the Soufrière constituency office. If you want this flyer so that you can see it or gain access to it, you can also reach out to us at 731-3234 so that we can forward that flyer to you and the registration form as well. So you please note, you need 12 persons per class so that the class can happen. So unless 12 persons register for the class cannot go on. So we encourage persons who are interested to go ahead and register for one of the CVQ NVQ classes available at the Soufrière Adult Learning Center. Information once again can be garnered from Mrs. Alse at 285-5702, or we can assist you at the Soufrière constituency office at 731-3234. Okay, I'm definitely looking at that bread, cake, and pastry class. Let me see if I can make some time when I'm done with my current accounting class. Let's see if I can free up some space to take another course. Never stop learning. It's always wise to have many things under your belt because you never know what's gonna happen. Today or tomorrow, your job might fall through, and you might need a backup plan. So if there's something that interests you and you have a couple of hours, 2 days a week, either Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday and Thursday, 2 hours, that's not bad. That's only 4 hours out of the week. We spend more time watching Netflix than doing this. You might as well put your brain to some good use. All right. Now, speaking of putting our brains to some good use, there is going to be a job fair next week. Ascension International is coming to Sufre. We have to thank Miss Zephrina Kazabo for bringing this investment to the community of Sufre, bringing it back home, I should say, because she is a Sufre born and bred former resident of Sufre, formerly employed at the same building which she has now invested in and is opening up a branch of Ascension International. So she will be having a job fair on the 28th of February, that is next week, either Wednesday or Thursday next week. And it's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., I believe. And she will be conducting mini interviews for over 300 job opportunities available. So if you are unemployed, this is the opportunity for you. Please walk with your national ID card, your resume, and any copies of certificates that you may have, and that you're gonna get your initial interview right away. So that's definitely a wonderful opportunity. Once again, big up to Mrs. Zephrina Kazabo for that initiative, for that investment in the community of Sufre, taking place next week, the job fair, February 28th from 9 a.m. That is the newly renovated building next to TTAC, which is next to the Mon Bakery, where the former NCB building. That is where this is taking place. Please take advantage. Like I said, walk with your ID card, walk with your CV or your resume, any certificates that you have, get copies, prepare yourself. I would advise that you maybe go to YouTube, TikTok, type in how to how to conduct yourself at an interview, basic interview questions, how to dress for the interview. Thank you, Miss Prevo. Thank you, Miss Tracy, for that. Don't go dressed in a ball gown, but don't go dressed like you're going to the beach. There is ways to be professional. Make sure your cleavage is covered, your arms are covered. You don't have to wear long sleeve, but your shoulders should be covered. Your your skirt or pants does not have. If you're wearing pants, don't put short pants. It should be long pants. If you're wearing a skirt, please don't have it under your behind. Please have it at a decent length. Test your skirt. When you sit, your skirt should not be rising more than an inch. That is how you test it. So when you sit, put on the skirt, and when you sit, if it rides up another inch, that is not the skirt you should be wearing for your interview. All right. If you need to borrow for the interview, that's perfectly all right. Everybody starts off in a certain way. That's understandable. If you need to borrow a jacket, if you need to borrow something, if you need to borrow an iron, do it. You have that opportunity in front of you. Do what you have to do to make yourself presentable for that job opportunity at Ascension International. You can check them out on Facebook. They also have their contact information there. So you can reach out to the company and see if you could maybe garner some information what the company is about, so that you know what it is that is expected of you before you even get there. Okay. So we encourage persons who are interested. If you want more information, like I said, feel free to come to us at the Super Constituency office. We'll give you as much information as we possibly can. Okay, so, and we want also encourage persons to check out 88.5 Sufre FM's Facebook page. Zephrina Kazabo did an interview sometime last week. I think it was last week, Wednesday, and she gave a lot of information what the company is about, opportunities for training, opportunities for jobs, what exactly is expected, what they're expecting from the job fair, also different email addresses to reach their HR team. So you can go on to 88.5 to FM if you have that opportunity if you have that ability to go on. If not, like I said, we're willing to give you as much information as we possibly can at the Sufra constituency office, or I can always forward anything to you through our WhatsApp platform at 731 3234. All right. Personally, I would recommend black pants, white top, button down top with maybe a short sleeve or three-quarter sleeve for your interview. Nothing too dramatic, nothing too exaggerated, nothing too fancy. But if you choose to, show off some of your personality in your outfit, that's up to you. But like I said, don't go ball gown, don't go swimsuit. That's how you should measure it. It's too much if it's a ball gown, it's too little if it's a swimsuit. Okay. I want to thank those of you participating in the chat. Thank you so very much for being here with me. I appreciate the company. Like I said, whenever I'm here without a guest in studio, I appreciate when our Facebook chat is active. And once again, you also do get a chance to win yourself a $50 grocery voucher by participating in the chat. I haven't decided yet tonight if it's going to be most frequent comments or first time speaker, or if you're going to have to answer a question. So be on your toes and, don't hesitate to interact with us. All right. So, like I said earlier in the program, we're celebrating the independence anniversary of St. Lucia, 43 years of independence. Is it 43 years of independence? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Let's see. Let's see who's paid attention. I'm going to be saying some things tonight, so I want to see who's on the ball. So we're celebrating our independence anniversary this Thursday, the 22nd of February. And we have quite a few activities coming up to that. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 21st, we have the flag raising ceremony and fireworks, which will be taking place at the Sufre Waterfront. Thank you, Miss Caroline Bob. You're right, it is 45 years. I like that Miss Bob caught that very quickly. All right. I'm glad to see that we're paying attention. So on tomorrow night, we're going to have our fireworks. We're starting the festivities off at 8 p.m. I do hope that you all will be joining us, all those of you who are able to join us in person. I'm sure it should be carried live. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm quite certain it shall be carried live. It is taking place 3 different locations within the island, but Sufre is proudly going to be hosting a flag raising ceremony as well. So you can join us at the Sufre Waterfront from 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And on Independence Day itself, all roads lead to the Sufre Mini Stadium because at 9 a.m., we are going to have the official military parade by the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, I should say. And I don't know if you've noticed the rehearsals that have been taking place. I've seen 2 rehearsals. One was yesterday and one was on Friday last week. And they're looking good. It's wonderful to see that display coming down the street. So we shall definitely have a wonderful time viewing the annual military parade by the Royal St. Lucia Police Force at 9 a.m. at the Sufre Mini Stadium. All right. We want you to wear your flag colors as well. Come out and celebrate 45 years of independence. All right. This year's theme, Devant un Somme, building a nation through unity, resilience, and creativity. And then the fun continues at 2 p.m., where we're going to have the Independence Celebratory Rally. Okay, this is going to be from the variety of St. Lucian creatives. I do know that one special friend of mine is coming all the way down from Castries to perform. Can't wait to see her. I wonder if anybody knows who that friend is, but she's going to be performing. I can't wait to see her perform. So once again, we're asking persons to come out, show your national pride, wear your national flag colors. The flag colors, if you didn't know, blue and yellow, black and white. Those are the colors of the flag. So wear something in those colors and come out and celebrate. Bring your flag and wave your flag as well. We're going to have an independence celebratory rally at 2 p.m. Then at 5 p.m., yes, there's more. At 5 p.m., we are going to have the Independence Showcase. All right. We're going to have performances by Ronald Buhingson, Afa Ale, Son of the Soil, Imran Nerdy, Ezra the Fun Machine, and many more St. Lucian talent on display. So it's going to be a wonderful day on February 22nd at the Suffermini Stadium, starting at 9 a.m., going all the way throughout the day. We're going to have wonderful activities. All right, so we encourage persons to come out, encourage you to show your national pride, wear your national colors. Monday, yesterday, was National Flag Colors Day, and I did see so many persons posting in their national colors, and we appreciate that. All right, I want to say once again, good night to those of you tuned in, and those of you on YouTube as well. Thank you so very much for being here with us. Those of you on Facebook. Okay, I want to take a moment to shout out Grosley and Viewfort and Castries, who will also be having their flag raising ceremony tomorrow. So we're all going to be in unison with these other communities, and throughout the island, we're all going to be raising our national flag and having a fireworks display. It's wonderful to celebrate such a wonderful achievement as 45 years in independence. Definitely, definitely a wonderful, wonderful time. And we hope that all of you will be joining us, whether in person or virtually. We want to take a quick moment. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the program when I did the birthday shout outs and the death announcements. We do also want to ask for prayers for persons who are ill. We want to first off ask for prayers for Janet Ann Charles. She is back home and in high spirits, but we do ask for continued prayers for her recovery. We do ask also for prayers for a much speedier recovery for Mr. Fevrier, who is usually my guest on a Tuesday morning here on 88.5 Super FM. He has the flu for the last couple of weeks. So we want to wish him a wonderful, wonderful, speedy recovery. I hope that he will be back with us next week, Tuesday. That is Mr. Christopher Fevrier. Also, we would like to send very, very big prayers, as big as you can, for Honorable Virginia Poyet, who had a medical emergency yesterday, and we do wish her a speedy recovery as well. We don't want to forget that. So I do ask all our prayer warriors to place your healing hands out and ask our Lord to bless them and to cover them in the healing blood of Jesus Christ so that they may recover and be with us once again to celebrate these many milestones, these many wonderful things we have happening within our community and our society, despite all these atrocious crime situations we've been witnessing, as well as neglect situations that have been happening. I don't know if you have heard of the 6-year-old boy in Grand Riviere. I was heartbroken today to read that story and to see some of the photos. And amidst all the speculation, I have my own thoughts on the situation. I think I would rather possibly maybe bring in somebody to have a proper discussion on it. However, if anybody in the chat has any comments regarding that, I am willing to read it out. If it is a remember, it's a delicate situation. We don't want to throw out speculation. We don't want to throw out accusations at the mother, but we do understand that these situations are tricky. But if you have any comment regarding that, if it's a tasteful comment, I'm willing to read it out tonight. But I do hope that we can bring in a specialist, possibly somebody within the area of child psychology, or maybe somebody from the special education school who can, or maybe even a police officer who can shed some light on these type of situations and what happens. So, but we have so much going on in St. Lucia, both good and bad. So we do want to pray for them as well. Pray for the repose of the soul of this young man who's gone too soon from this world, and also for his family and loved ones. We want to also Keep in mind the persons in the north who are experiencing the water crisis that is going on. And we understand it is not the best situation. We all of us probably know what it feels like to go without water, but some areas are having a harder time than most. So we definitely want to keep those persons in our thoughts as well. Okay. For those of you who participated in the battle relay, how are you feeling? The battle relay is, I think tomorrow is the last day. It's coming to a close. And island wide, it has been a source of joy and merriment. And we do want to say, wow, everybody has been trying to outdo the other. I've seen whining competitions. There's been an increased number in the bikes. I saw we went from one bike to four bikes to 10 bikes. We're getting there. I think at one point, I think there was 45 bikes in one community. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's definitely shown that St. Lucians are talented, we are skillful, we are joyful, and we are definitely patriotic. I have never seen so many flags to celebrate one independence anniversary in one community as I've seen during that battle relay. So kudos to all the communities experiencing the battle relay. Oh, correction, the battle relay has ended. I thought I saw on the Independence calendar that the official finale would be tomorrow. But thank you for correcting me, Miss Bob. The battle relay has ended. So once again, those of you who participated, how are you feeling? If you participated in the battle relay, let me know how you are feeling right now. Are your hamstrings hurting? Is your face hurting? Are you sunburned? Tell me how you're feeling from the battle relay. But definitely, we know we're patriotic. It was definitely a wonderful display of patriotism throughout the island. Kudos to all the ministers. Yes, there were 45 bikes in Castri's North constituency, and I believe each bike was marked with the years of independence starting from 1979. So 45 bikes to celebrate in one community. That's wonderful. I think we pulled out all the stops. We had helicopter rides, we had boat rides, we had motorcycle rides, we had everything. We had carnival in the streets basically, and it's wonderful to see all the St. Lucians coming out. Also, big up to St. Joseph's Convent who participated in their own battle relay to celebrate 170 years anniversary. So St. Joseph Convent take the cake for 2024. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a convent baby, so SJC to the world. Big up to St. Joseph Convent and to all our Smurfettes out there who celebrated 170 years this year. Wonderful times. And we do want to also point out that Honorable Emma Hippolyte has made a statement regarding the state of the roads, especially in Fosse Jacques. And I do hope that everyone has taken note that a lot of work has been done on the roads in the last couple of weeks. So we want to say a special thank you to Honorable Emma Hippolyte for having taken charge of the road situation and helping out with preventing any more strikes from our Fosse Jacques drivers. So good night once again to Fosse Jacques. We want to say I hope you guys are enjoying the new roads. And let's see if we can get to the point where we'll no longer have any strikes and we'll have proper road maintenance for the years to come. We are keeping our fingers crossed. And I do feel like we can say that Honorable Emma Hippolyte has definitely been doing a good job with that, maintaining the roads in Soufrière. I want to thank once again those of you who are on our chat. We're definitely having a wonderful time here. Good night to you, Brenda Conwell. Wonderful, wonderful. I don't think I've recognized that name before. Good night and thank you for joining us on Let's Connect. Definitely, we are patriotic. And it was more, I think, yes, this year, the excitement was there. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. The excitement was there this year. All right. Calixta Joseph says she walked from Leseta to Soufrière after so many years, and she didn't know when last she did that. That's right. The morning after, my thighs was stiff, but I was able to get up and move about. I think we need to have a rally every day. We need that, or at least once a week. Every Sunday, we need a group of us need to meet and do a walk to a community, walk to Buto or walk from Buto down or walk from Eaton's down, walk from Foster Jack down. We need to do that every Sunday or at least one Sunday a month. We need to organize something, a walk just for the sake of it, for the fun of it. Get ourselves a music truck to give us some motivation and just hit the road and see how we feel the next day. I feel like we can organize something like that. What do you say, Mr. Calixter? If you're all for it, I'm all for it. I know Mr. Kennedy Jean, if he's listening, I know he's definitely going to join us. So I think we can make it happen. I definitely know the other Calixter from Buto, she would want to do it as well. All the Calixters are very fit. Good night once again, Calixter Joseph and Calixter Wilfred from Bouton. Good night to the Jean family in Itangs as well. Good night to you guys. Always here with us and participating in our Let's Connect program. We do appreciate you guys for that. I want to make a special plea for all Sufre persons to come out and share the Sufre Infant School pageant, which is taking place on March 3rd, and we are going to be supporting our young ones. I was once employed with the Sufre Infant School, so they hold a special place in my heart. And this year, I am definitely supporting Miss Brandis. Big up, Lindsay. Good night to you guys. Big up to the Brandis family. Good night to you, Colleen. We want to shout out everybody. So Matchford, come and celebrate with the Sufre Infant School. We have a pageant. Tickets are very affordable. Tickets are only $20 for adults and $10 for children. We have this taking place at the Sufre Estate, Matchford. All right. So come and celebrate with these kids. They're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Lindsay is a little ray of sunshine, so I am going out to celebrate her. We also have Miss Divine Auguste, Miss Akela Gills. I'm trying to get all the contestants. Miss Hyani Dunzy, Miss Asia Hippolyte. All right, so that's their Miss Independence pageant. So for Infant School is putting this on March 3rd at the Sufre Estate. All right. So, like I said, tickets are only $20 for adults, $10 for kids. We want to pack out the place. Come and support the kids. It is wonderful to see them. I love when kids get into pageantry. That is one of the things that is dear to my heart, as well as a former pageant girl and former pageant coach. So, we encourage you guys to come out and support. All right. So, if you have a favorite, it doesn't matter if you have a favorite, but we want to support all of them because it's not anything easy to get up on that stage, and they have such confidence. You can see the smiles. Oh wow, I just love looking at their photos. You can check out their Facebook page, the Sufre Infant School Facebook page, or the Sufre Infant School itself to buy your ticket, or from the parents of the various students. You can get your tickets from them. All right. So definitely going to be attending this independence pageant hosted by the Sufre Infant School March for the Sufre Estate. I already have my ticket. I don't know about the rest of you. My ticket's in my bag. I have my ticket. My ticket is on lock. Okay. So I'm gonna be there for sure. And I want all of you to join me as well. All right. Sufre Infant School, big up, big up, big up. Sufre Infant School, some of the best years of my life. Definitely. Right. Also, we want to give another shout out to Honorable Emma Hippolyte because she is hosting a domino competition for independence. I'm just gonna let me get the flyer real quick so that I can tell you all about what's happening. There's great prizes. I do believe you have to pay a registration fee to enter, and then the district rep is going to match the grand prize, match the fee of the registrants for the grand prize. I do believe that's how it's happening. Yes, so Emma Hippolyte, Honorable Emma Hippolyte presents an Independence Day Dominoes competition, which is taking place on Independence Day, February 22nd, at the Sufre Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. So, like I said, players will pay a fee to enter, and the district rep will match to pay the jackpot. So, if, for example, because I'm not sure what the fee is, I'm just giving an example. Note, this is an example. If the fee is $10 to enter and 100 persons enter the competition, you do the math. The district rep will match that amount for the jackpot. So you can check out Mr. Galba on Cemetery Road for more information on how to register for the honor Emma Hippolyte Independence Day Dominoes competition taking place at the Sufre Bus Terminal on Thursday, February 22nd from 10 a.m. So we have so many fun activities or something for everybody this independence in Sufre. Wonderful things happening for everybody. Somebody can get a big jackpot just from paying a small registration fee. Good night to you. Good night to you, Miss Bowens. Thanks for joining us. I know you're always there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you so much. Always there with us from day one. Definitely wonderful to see you on our chat. All right. Okay, so just want to make sure that we covered all our topics for tonight. If there is anybody who has any comments regarding the incident with the 6-year old in Grand Riviere, like I said, I am willing to read your comment if it is tasteful. If you don't know the situation I'm talking about, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, I'm hoping to get I want somebody to come and help me speak about it because it is the type of topic that can bring you down. So we want to be as informational as possible, and since the situation is still developing, we don't want to rush into making any speculations. But a 6-year-old boy who was disabled was found dead in Grand Riviere, or rather I should say he died at home. The information is speculation right for now, so we don't want to say this and say that and then to have to come back and retract. But if you know of the situation, if you are as perturbed as I am and you have a comment, a tasteful comment, willing to read it as well. Okay, so once again, I want to shout out those of you on our YouTube, those of you on Facebook, those of you at home, those of you listening on 88.5 Super FM. We appreciate you so much being here. It's been wonderful tonight, and we want to once again say that you guys are some of the best audience ever for being here with us on every Tuesday from 8 p.m. So tonight we're going to figure out how we're going to give our voucher out. Once again, if you have won a voucher and you have not received it, please come to me at the Suffolk Constituency office, or you can contact me at 731-3234 so that I can make arrangements for you so that we can get you your voucher. All right, we have about 3 persons who have not collected, and I would like to give out a voucher tonight. So I need to figure out how I'm doing that. You've already caught my deliberate mistake. It's not 43 years of independence, but 45. The first person to catch that was Miss Caroline Bob. One of the first persons I've seen for the first time tonight, we have Tracy Descat Jace mom. I suppose that means you have a son or daughter by the name of Jace mom. And also there was a Miss Brenda Cornwell who I've seen for the first time on our chat. So let's see how that's gonna go tonight. Thinking of if we should host a question, maybe. How am I gonna give this out tonight? Oh, interesting. I want to give out a $50 grocery voucher right this very second. And I think I'm going to make it a question. Question. There's some patience with me. I'm racking my brain trying to think of a question. Ah, what this is the question. The first person to answer this question gets the voucher. So pay attention, get your typing fingers ready. On the chat, I am looking. The question is, name 3 of the headliners for Suffragettes 2024. So Suffragettes was launched on Sunday, this past Sunday, at Stonefield. I want to say goodnight to Jade Brown, who was our MC at the launch. I want to say good night to lovely Saint Amy Joseph. I want to say good night to the staff of SRDF, to our marketing team, to the staff of 88.5. I want to shout out Liberty TV, who had our live display of the launch. Brenda, you won the last one. So yes, get in touch with me, please, Brenda. So yes, free of the lineup. Tell me, free of the persons anticipated to participate at Suffragaz 2024 on May 5th, Sunday, May 5th, in Sufra, the Sufra Mini Stadium. Give me free. If you have one before, you are ineligible tonight. All right. Kendall Alexander, you spelled skinny wrong, but I'm guessing that's in your rush to type. So I will give you that. Kendall Alexander, congratulations. You have won yourself a $50 grocery voucher. So let me take a note. Brenda Conwell has to collect from me. And Kendall Alexander, congratulations. Kudos, kudos, kudos. Definitely. So once again, Suffragaz, we have Taurus Riley, Nyla Blackman, Skinny Fabulous. That's free of the headliners for Suffragaz 2024. And I want to big up once again our local performers such as Future Lights and Selwina, and also Donaton Legend from Palmis. Big up, big up, big up. You guys are going to do great things, big things. Suffragaz is just one of those steps towards that wonderful, wonderful goal. So once again, we're going to be celebrating independence in Suffre on February 22nd with the Independence Day Dominoes competition at the Super Bus Terminal from 10 a.m. We're going to have the military parade at 9 a.m. at the Sufre Stadium. We're going to have at 2 p.m., we're going to have a rally. And then at 5 p.m., we're going to have the Independence Showcase. So join us at the Sufre Mini Stadium on Thursday, the 22nd of February. And it's going to be a vibe, like my friend likes to say. That's the same one who's going to be coming down. That's my friend Nikki, also known as Mona Lisa. If you pay attention to my Instagram or my Facebook or my WhatsApp, you'll see our interactions. That's one of my childhood friends from the St. Joseph's Convent. She'll be coming to celebrate. She's a wonderful dancer. So we'll be enjoying our time on Independence Day. Wear your national colors, blue, yellow, black, and white. I can't wait to see the wonderful outfits. Yes, I'm going to be people watching. There's no shame in that. I'm going to be watching the outfits so that I can copy for next year. All right. So good night. Good night. I want to say thank you once again for joining us on Let's Connect. Join us next week, Tuesday, for more of our wonderful programming, more updates on what's happening in the community. Don't forget, get some interview questions. Try and figure out how you're going to attend the interview at the job fair next week at Ascension International. All right, that's on the 28th from 9 a.m. I'm going to see you all there. And also, Independence this year, we're going to see everybody. So I'm going to be seeing Brenda Conwell and Kendall Alexander very soon for you to collect your vouchers. Congratulations to you too. And good night once again. And don't forget to keep it locked to 88.5 Sufra FM.
In the mix, 88.5 Sufri FM. Your voice, your light.